Holy shit. I hear Suspiria in the background, but no, we're not here for Claudio Simonetti's Goblin. That was a while ago. We're here for a Golden Apple signing. Yeah, Michael Myers may have something to do with it. I mean, he is a creation after all, but you know what else? This guy, no joke. He was also a little bit of a creation of sorts from John Carpenter. Oh, Trick or Treat. Oh, look at that. Found out that's an exclusive shirt today. Oh, man. Just picked up my books, picked up the number, bought some stuff, and now we wait for everybody to come in. But this is what it's like right now, the calm before the storm that is Golden Apple Comics. Hell of a shop. Lots of memories. And they're playing Suspiria? Fuck yeah. Oh man, we're in a familiar line, aren't we?
Gee, I wonder what.
Oh man, you don't know. No, we'll tell you right now. Yeah, so here we are, Tales for Halloween Night, Volume 5. Are you ready, man?
Right, yeah. I've never missed one, so
that's true. Now, did you ever go to the ones before Tales for Halloween Night, or?
No, unfortunately, I didn't know about Golden Apple.
Right.
So yeah, I've been here ever since I did find out. So.
Yeah, I'll never forget when we went to that first one, and it was just like, holy shit, you get to meet John Carpenter, and now fifth time for you, but fifth time for me.
Yeah, you missed one, right?
I missed Volume 3 because I had to call matches in Fresno for Taco Fest back in 2017.
So I guess you could say that rings a bell, huh?
A little bit. But what made up for it, though, we had the Book Soup signing down the road last year along with Volume 4, but now Volume 5, and there's a little bit something different this year.
Well, you guys will find out.
Yeah, we'll let you in on the little joke, I guess, if you want.
That's a good way to put it.
All right, so we're lining up. We got our bags, we got the books. Man, let's see what signatures we get. We don't know how it's going to be. Last year was super chill.
It was, so
yeah.
One way to find out, right?
That's right.
Let's hope things take shape.
Ah, there it is. Orange. Of course we have to get this all prepared, huh, Scott?
One red.
It's being videotaped.
There we go.
Just documenting, you know. He's here. He's got the markers.
Phonotaped.
Phonotaped. Oh, my Christian.
Are you sure you have
That
enough?
spread wide and far.
Right, you sure you have enough markers there? Let me see them again.
Oh, we need a few more.
Oh, gee. Oh,
You gotta have the different color. Oh yeah, because they're right here.
Now, which color is going to be used for the vinyls, are you thinking?
Yeah.
Green, orange, and red.
Green, orange, and red. Because
Oh.
each one of the vinyls are the glow in the dark,
Oh, there you go.
the orange and black, and the pool of blood.
I love that. He's got a logic behind it.
Yeah, have a theme going on.
Methods,
You gotta really think about it.
Oh man, special memories here. It is now a meat shop. Standings. I mean, they're making burgers here, but this was weird. Who?
Tom Atkins.
Whoa!
Atkins,
Thrill
we're at the
me!
signing, dude. I'm here to see my man.
Oh man,
Are you here to see John?
Woo.
Yeah, I'm here to see John, man.
that's not
What do
Bozo
you
the
really
Clown,
wanna
huh?
talk- Oh, I want to talk to him. I love that show, man.
I have a curious question for you, Tom.
Oh, yeah, which Tom?
I mean both, because I mean I'm wondering, Night of the Creeps sequel, is it gonna happen?
Oh, thrill me. Thrill me. Thrill me, man.
I like it, Spanky. I like it.
Goodness, your dates are here. Bad news is
They're dead. Oh man, that is too
I'm here
funny.
to see you, John. Just wanted to say hi.
Are you
I
gonna?
love the films, man.
Boy, I guess with the smoke, you can have some foggy vision there. Huh? Oh man, Tom Atkins making a cameo right outside here.
Guest appearance, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Atkins.
All right, I love it. We are here at the very front, but John Carpenter's taking a 10-minute break, as we found out. So we are at a standstill. We get to hang out with Spider-Man and celebrating their 40th anniversary. Golden Apple Comics, amazing. John Carpenter's known them for so long. I mean, man, that's so cool. Oh yeah, we just passed Little Burgers right there where we were interviewing Tom Atkins, and right inside there, right inside there was where
I believe Tom Atkins showed
we
up,
had the
man.
first Tales for Halloween Night. Man, is Tom Atkins gonna want to make an appearance in the Tales for Halloween Night series? Maybe. I wonder if maybe that's why he was
There we
here.
go. That's what we're doing.
Oh man.
Hey, you got
But that's where the first Tales for Halloween Night signing was. Here we are.
Oh, no.
This is Tales for Halloween Night 5, but currently at a standstill
Thought you
with
were a rando.
someone's neighborhood Spider-Man. Here we are inside. Look at that. We got it all right here. Steve Niles, 30 Days of Night fame right here. This is so cool. Cat Stags. Everyone's here. This is so cool. Volume 5. Get it while you can. Alright, so that was the first group of people, including David J. Shaw and everybody. And here's the home stretch. There he is, John Carpenter, the horror master, along with Sandy King Carpenter. So cool. And that guy, for some reason, with the Yankee hat, asked me to sign a comic, so I signed that, even though I have no part in it. I don't get it. Why did somebody ask me to sign this comic? Somebody used my likeness and I not know it? We'll see. I was tripped out. Well, there we are. We are getting there slowly but surely. We are at the front. I wonder if anyone's taking pictures of the Horror Master. That's so cool. The day he came to Golden Apple Comics. So that is the end of the John Carpenter line. It's pretty cool. Tim Bradstreet cannot be here, and it turns out all the fans who attended today signing this as a big thank you to Tim Bradstreet, who did the cool covers. Man, hope all's going well, man. Cool touch.
Thank you much.
Whoa, Scott is giving me the finger? Jeez. Scott, you are so mean, man. You're giving me the finger. Oh,
What? Oh my God! Why are you filming me? What are you doing? This is doing good, right?
Wait, you sound like Moose. Oh, shit. Yep, second time around, hoping to get the brand new Halloween soundtrack signed by the Master of Horror. Oh, man. Very end here. This has been quite an eventful day. All right, so there was a signing that was Golden Apple Comics presented Tales for Halloween Night, Volume 5. Man, we're already up to Volume 5 for Tales for Halloween Night. Look at that. Oh, what a great variant. So this was an exclusive for everybody who attended, because I believe the other cover just has a little bit of orange, and I don't even think the pumpkin head on the headless-looking horseman is colored up much. But yeah, man, I can't wait to read this. Tales for a Halloween Night, man. Fun stories, and it's going to be well worth reading this one, as it's now signed by the horror master himself right there, John Carpenter, as well as Sandy King Carpenter, David J. Shaw, Steve Niles from 30 Days of Night fame, and so many others. My God, this is a series that is just not going to be going away anytime soon. That's a good thing. Cannot wait to see what this has to offer. And it's great adding these to the collection. My God. Comic books from John Carpenter? Are you serious? And it's so cool that he has these signing events. Also, don't forget, Tales for a Halloween Night has now been picked up by Paramount. At first, it was picked up by Sci-Fi, but Sandy King pulled the plug on that because, according to interviews that I've seen, they just cared about the name. They didn't give a shit about the stories. So she pretty much told them, no go. And so now Paramount is going to be developing Tales for a Halloween Night into a series. I don't know if it's going to be a TV miniseries, a streaming series, but we'll see. But Tales for a Halloween Night 5, signed by John Carpenter and all the artists. So fucking cool. But that's not the only big comic book that was signed on this day. No. The other big comic book, yeah. No joke, folks. Year of the Villain 1, The Joker. Co-written by John Carpenter. He wrote it with Anthony Birch. Both of them collaborated on Old Man Jack, Big Trouble in Little China, which we went to a signing event for that last year at Book Soup. So there's a certificate of authenticity that comes with it. And oh man, a little smile will be put on many people's faces, I'm assuming. Now there's a smile. Hey. But yeah, I can't wait to delve into that. So fucking cool getting Tales for Halloween Night 5 and Joker, Year of the Villain 1. Two insane comic books. It just goes to show you the legacy of John Carpenter. I almost said John Connor. Holy shit. John Carpenter, man. I'll tell you what. Movies, music, and he's kicking ass with comic books. I mean, he got to write a Joker comic book. How cool is that? And this is an exclusive variant, I believe, from I want to say it's a Korean cover. I could be wrong, but this is different from the normal cover. That's pretty cool. The Joker looks nice and sadistic. Oh yeah. But that's not all that was signed there. Hell no, because if you think movies weren't signed, haha, you got another thing coming. Pardon the pun. Anyway, first up, Body Bags. A little TV, or made-for-TV anthology back in the day that both John Carpenter and Tobe Hooper worked on. I've always wanted to see this. I'm very curious about it. Amy was gracious enough to get this for me and figured, hey, gotta bring this to the signing. Maybe get it signed by, well, of course, the horror master himself, John Carpenter, who happens to host Body Bags, and Sandy King Carpenter. Well, she was a producer on it. I'm very much looking forward to Body Bags. This movie looks pretty gnarly. I can't wait. I can't wait. Horror anthologies, you can't go wrong. And then, the next one, In the Mouth of Madness. Another one that Amy had gotten for me a while back. Amazing. Starring Sam Neill. And of course I had to get John Carpenter and Sandy King Carpenter to sign it. This is of course part 3 of John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy. Part 1 being The Thing, part 2 being Prince of Darkness, part 3 being In the Mouth of Madness. Cannot wait to delve into this. This movie looks gnarly. The music is cool. I think it's also an H.P. Lovecraft story if I'm not mistaken. Oh man, I can't wait to check out filming locations from that either. Oh man. But that's not all. Remember Village of the Damned? Yeah, I got that signed a while back by one Peter Jason. Well, now this time, you can add John Carpenter and Sandy King Carpenter to that. Huh. It's pretty gnarly how John Carpenter's silver signature right there kind of like blends in. I don't know why. It just looks so almost supernatural-like. Interesting. But anyway, Village of the Damned. This is a solid little remake. I enjoyed this one. And now, forever immortalized by the horror master and Sandy King. But there was one more movie I got. That's right, Halloween 2018. Back at the very first Tales for a Halloween Night signing, I got Halloweens 1, 2, and 3 signed. Well, I have to keep the collection going on John Carpenter movies, or I should say Halloween movies that he worked on. So now John Carpenter has signed the 2018 Halloween sequel. Solid movie. This is a lot of fun. I thought they did a good job. Little question mark, of course, with one element of the storyline aside. This movie's fun. I loved it. Great fun. Modern day classic for sure. But that's not all for movies, no. Because Amy's a big collector of Masters of Horror. She had gotten pro-life at the Masters of Horror signing, which was signed by Mick Garris. Well, had to get it signed for her. John Carpenter signed it right there. What a perfect spot. Pro-life. This one I'm very curious about. I know Amy is too, because cigarette burns for Masters of Horror was pretty out there and weird and just, it was memorable. So I bet pro-life will probably be the same. So cool to have all that signed by John Carpenter. Comic books, movies. But let's not forget the music. Oh no, this is not even done yet, folks. Because first up, let's go with Halloween 3. Already signed by Alan Howarth now. Have it immortalized by one John Carpenter. My favorite of the Halloween sequels. I figure, you know what? I owe it to myself to get the soundtrack signed. Why not? Halloween 3 never gets old. The next soundtrack. Another one that John Carpenter worked on with Alan Howarth. Halloween 2, of course. Now it is forever immortalized. Man, look at how way that silver stands out. Did he borrow one of Scott's markers? My God. Amazing. And then last but not least, Halloween 2018 movie was signed. And now, the soundtrack to Halloween 2018 has been signed by the horror master, John Carpenter. Great listen. I know the expanded edition of this just hit vinyl and I think even CD and all their media. But found this weeks before the signing event, so I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I gotta get this. Gotta get it signed. Got one more item up for business, and that is this badass shirt right here. Michael Myers and the Joker, a little mashup right here. John Carpenter's Golden Apple. This was a cool, almost last minute exclusive from Golden Apple Comics. My God, that is just such a sweet shirt. I love this. Definitely gonna be wearing this a lot. Whoo, man. That was the haul right there as far as the John Carpenter signing event went. There was also another big happening, and I'm going to show you that right now as it pertains to, well, AEW.
You got your pen?
I had my pen.
Come on, man.
There we go. I'll get a flash right there. That sounds like the first one, huh? Yeah, it was crazy. That was crazy. Go right over AJ. How about that? Oh, right over AJ. There we go. This was my first indie show, so I was going to have to sign that. Oh, right on. So many cool memories. Well, Mr. Kevin. Oh, yeah. If I ever see Kevin in the future, I'll be like, yeah, so, elite wrestling.
So there you have it. Rick Knox refereed his final independent wrestling match in San Diego, his final independent show at Ground Zero's Mama Said Knock You Out. So I had to get some autographs from the great Southern California referee, the greatest Southern California referee ever, and I had him sign the very first PWG DVD, which is already signed by Frankie Kazarian, Joey Ryan, Scorpio Sky, among others. Well, we can now add referee Rick Knox, who decided to sign on AJ Styles. The very first PWG show now signed by Rick Knox and so many others. Hope you could find this one, because I believe this one is out of print. I also had Rick Knox sign PWG straight to DVD. Why? Well, because this was my very first independent wrestling show back in October of 2005 at the Sweatbox. I already had it signed by Christopher Daniels, as well as Scorpio Sky, Joey Ryan right there on the side, AJ Styles, and now Rick Knox. And of course, I can't forget Sami Zayn, aka El Generico. Oh, man. But yeah, Rick Knox, thank you for all the wonderful memories in SoCal. But that's not all. Shh. Yeah, pretty Peter Avalon, or should I say in this picture right here, the professional Peter Avalon. Of course, you know him as the librarian. Well, he also happened to be making his final San Diego independent appearance on that very same night as Rick Knox refereed his final independent match. Pretty Peter Avalon, professional Peter Avalon, PP Ray. Thank you for the memories. Peter Avalon, fucking awesome guy. I wish him and Knox nothing but the best in all elite wrestling. Till then, shh.